Hey, awesome friends, welcome back to the channel. Wait, hold, don't move. What is that? Here, I'll get it. What the heck is this? Hey, awesome friends, I am Awesome Danny. Welcome back to the channel. And today, we're going to be talking about this little guy right here. Now, this is the HiBy R1. And in my opinion, nobody should use dongle DACs when this is an option. Now, wait, before you guys go into the comments and, say mean, rude things, remember, I have feelings, but also just hear me out because this is a really cool device, little device. Look at it. Look how tiny it is. Now, in this video, I'm mostly going to focus on actually living with the DAP instead of going into all the spec nerd stuff that you guys can probably just Google and then, have the numbers or whatever. Because I mean, that's just on paper, right? A lot of things look good on paper and end up not being good to live with. Well, I'm going to focus mostly on how it was to live with this thing, which was actually pretty good. I really like this thing. Also, just quick disclaimer, HiBy did send this out for review a long time ago, months ago. So right after I got this, unfortunately, there was some stuff that happened and just personal life, family stuff. And it just really kept me from working on reviews. In fact, I think all but one video that I've posted since like December was all previously recorded stuff. I have not been able to access my gear. I haven't had anywhere where I can actually work on reviews and record and stuff like that. So fortunately, things just slowed down to a complete halt. This is actually like the third day in our new home. And as you can see, now we have our own dedicated room just for YouTube content. So we're going to have a dedicated YouTube office here, and that should allow us to be able to substantially put out more content. So again, point is, I've had this forever, like 4 or 5 months, I think at this point. 3 months? I don't know. I can't count. Either way, I've had it forever. And I think I have a good idea of what it is to live with it. So there is 2 options when you want to go ahead and buy this DAP. You have the base version for $85, and then you have like a bundle version for $99. The main difference is that in the bundle version, you're going to get an upgraded little pouch. It has a little magnetic flap, and you can carry your little HiBy in there. You can't like actually use it at the same time, at least wired. There's no porthole for your audio port on here anywhere. So I mean, you can easily make one. It's like a nice soft felt material, almost like a leather. You get the upgraded case. The standard one's like a little pouch, and you also get an SD card, 32 gigs, which is, I mean, not a lot, but it's enough for a good amount of music. And that's what I'm using in this right now. It's worth getting the bundle. Don't, like, in my opinion, unless you really need to save roughly $15, just get the bundle. The SD card and the little pouch is nice. I mean, you also get a bunch of other stuff too, like even the base version. They're pretty generous on the stuff they give you. Like I mentioned before, they already give you something to carry this in to protect it. With the bundle version, you also get a set of the eyes IEMs and a set of ear tips. With the base version, you get the DAP, you get a strap, and you get screen protector, which 2 of them are already pre-installed, one on the back and one on the front. Not sure why there's one on the back. That's not a screen, and it's a screen protector, right? Shouldn't this be a back protector? I'll be your back protector. And then you also get your charging cable, which is a little short one. I haven't used it for anything. Hey, look at this. What is this? I mean, at least they include it, right? As far as the DAP itself goes, you have 5 different color options. 5. It's a lot of colors. You have blue, which is what we have here. There is an orange one. There's black. There's a white one. And then there's a green one. I would have preferred the orange one only to match Sunny, but they're all really nice. They're all really well built. And then all of them have like a transparent casing. So you can kind of see in there. You can take a peek at its little bits inside, Overall, just like previous HiBy DAPs, it looks good. It's well designed. The aesthetic is nice. I think at this point, my least favorite would be the M300, and and it's not even that bad. It's sleek and simple, but this one looks cooler. And then the R4, of course, looks amazing. And then, which we also have, by the way, we have the Evangelion edition of the R4. That was a Christmas present from one of our friends here, and we'll be doing a full review. Well, not really review, more of like a comparison to the original R4, but by far the Evangelion R4 is the best looking one. It's just a very big difference once you get to see it in person. Pictures don't really do it justice. So the HiBy R1 has a 3-inch screen, and this screen is deceptively big. Like, it doesn't feel or look like it should be this big, but it's very big, and also it is very, very good quality. Like, when you go into like your music and you see the album artwork, it's actually very clear and very well done. It is surprisingly detailed and actually very impressive. This screen, I don't know where they got it from, how they sourced it, but it's a very good screen for being 3 inches. That's what, never mind. It is a touch screen and it's okay. The responsiveness is decent. Like, it's not like you miss presses, but sometimes depending on how quick you're going through stuff, it'll just take a little bit to go on to the next thing. Not a lot, but just a little bit more than their other stuff, so somewhat noticeable. So the R1 uses a CS43131 DAC chip, which is, you know, a chip we're all really familiar with. See it all the time in a lot of stuff, and it sounds fine. Like, it's done well here. Sounds good, decent clarity, and good enough power. We have Bluetooth 5.1, and we have expandable storage up to 2 terabytes via the micro SD slot. There is no onboard storage, so you do need an SD card. But like I said, they have the bundle that comes with a 32 gigabyte just to get started, or I mean, if that's really all you need for on the go, it was enough for me. We do have Wi-Fi support with this, so since it uses a HiBy music player, you can also stream Tidal and Qobuz to this, but they also support it with updates. So there's already been a few over-the-air updates for this. This does charge via USB-C, and you can use USB-C out. That means you can use this with a dongle for some reason. If you even want to do that, that is an option. So that's basically some of the, you know, objective stuff and the specs. I'm not going to get into too many more details. There is a lot of features on this. It makes it a very versatile source just because it's so portable, small, and feature packed. But I'm not sure about you guys. I'm more of a just like, I want a plug and play experience, and I just want to enjoy my music. That's it. Most of the time, at most, what I do is just change transducers, right? Oh, I want to try a different IEM today, or different earbuds, whatever, headphones. So now let's get into the whole living with the R1. Basically how I used it and my personal experience with it. So like I already mentioned, this is super portable. It's tiny. Look at this. I mean, look at my phone compared to this. I mean, look at that. If you line it up, you get about 4 of these. I mean, carry my phone around, no problem, right? Well, I mean, this is just so much smaller. Very easy to throw in your pocket. So that is a big plus for me because I already carry a bunch of stuff in my pocket, and I am very stubborn about my dedicated devices. So that means I usually carry a lot of devices. And by a lot, I mean like 2 or 3. My phone is a phone. That's what I use it for, to do phone things. And to you kids out there, that means like calling and texting. I'm not on there playing games. I'm not on there doing too much social media or anything like that. A little bit more now that I've started YouTube, but usually phone is phone, and I want the phone to always be able to serve its purpose. So I try not to burn the battery on doing other stuff. So I don't use my phone for music. I don't use it for gaming. I always carry a portable DAP with me for music. So I've been carrying this, mostly the M300, because it has Apple Music on there since it is Android based. This is not Android. So keep that in mind. You cannot buy this and then log into Apple Music and stream from there. The only streaming you can do, Tidal and Qobuz. Other than that, you have to have local files. Another big perk of the R1 is the battery life. I mean, this thing's tiny, but it like does not burn battery at all. It's about 15 hours. That's what HiBy claims. It's around 15 hours in actual use. I've gotten between like 13 to 18 in actual use, mostly towards 20 in normal use, where I'm just like, I don't leave it on and just burn the battery to see how long it lasts. Like just normal day-to-day use, listen to music for a little bit, put it away, take it out again, listen to music again whenever I get a chance. I got towards 20 hours that way. So any battery use that this can take away from my phone, that's better, right? I want to have my phone available for the things that only it can do. This can do music, so I rather delegate music to a dedicated device, and that way I don't burn battery on my phone. Also, the UI is very simple and it's like really easy to use. Whatever you want to do, it's really easy and quick to access everything. If you want to make some quick setting changes, or if you just want to like switch the song, whatever, you do have your, physical controls on the side. And that's one thing I like about dedicated devices, if they can just do what you want them to do as simple and efficient as possible. And like I mentioned before, all the features. There's a lot of things you can do with this, but for me, this is easily just throw a bunch of songs on an SD card and then throw the SD card in here and you have your music. You're ready to go. So taking all this into consideration, I would strongly prefer this over a dongle DAC. I personally have never been into dongle DACs very much. Sometimes I find them a little cumbersome. It's kind of weird. Also, I'm paranoid that I'm going to destroy my phone's USB-C port by, having something sticking out of it while it's on the go. If I have it in my pocket, if I'm using it, walking with it, throwing it in my coat, in my bag, whatever. It's just, there's something sticking out of here and there's movement, and at some point something bad's going to happen. And I mean, if I ever do need a dongle, this can use it. Boom. So $100 for this and all the stuff it comes with. So even if you go for the cheaper option, $85, and you get this out of it, this is a really good deal. I mean, there's already dongles that go past $85. They don't have the features that the R1 does, and they don't have the utility and versatility that this does also. They basically depend on whatever your source is going to be. So if you have a really nice dongle DAC, it's still going to rely on whatever you plug it into. With that being said, I give the HiBy R1 a rec rating of 3. It is high value. There's a lot you get for your money spent here. This can easily be a core part of your setup. There's a lot of things you can plug into this to create the sound output that you desire. This can be the core. This holds all your music, and then you just shove stuff into it. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out. Let me know which color that you prefer. I like the idea of the orange one. I mean, blue is actually not one of my favorite colors. I don't really care for the color blue, but this is really nice. I like how this looks. Let me know which color you'd get. If you enjoyed the content, please consider leaving a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I am Awesome Danny, and you stay awesome, friends. Bye.